Peace, love, and light. Healing through inspiration. How y'all doing? How you doing? It's a great day, granddad's day. You dig? Feathers up, by the way. You got my feather, you feel me? Still American pride. You know, we're not just talking it, we actually living it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm getting ready right now. I'm gonna go outside. I just wanted to share this. I wanted to share this with you. I don't know if I shared this before, but I'm gonna share it. You dig? I just remember, you know, being same same place as my staying in the same place, I should say, as my biological father, you know. And one of the things he did was you know, and he's, by the way, he's a narcissist. One of the things he did was he would have this thing where he's like, where he would say something like, "Oh, he just love." I think he just loved trauma, like just love chaos. They love negativity. Narcissists love negativity. So it was a point I walked in one time, and he said, and if he had the TV on, and loved to have the television on. Oh my gosh, anything to distract him. You know, they love that. So he has that, and he's like, and he cut the volume up. He knows I hate TV. He knows I freaking strongly just like I could care less for it. Have no desire for it. So this dude, he's sitting there playing. He's sitting, turning the volume up. He's like, oh, look, just what I thought. Just what I thought. Now they're gonna be doing it. Now they're gonna be now that he doing it now. So he's saying this out loud. I don't want to talk to this man. So I'm like, nigga, stop. I'm like, and he's like, he starts telling me, he's like, yeah, just I just want to let you know that I don't want to know in the news that they're looking for. I don't want to know. He said, just for the news that they're looking for a little black boy, a skinny black young man, and you know, and I don't want them to think. I'm like, I don't want to know. I want a skinny young black man, and I want them to think it's you. And I'm like, I don't want to know. I'm just like, he's still going on and goes to tell you the negativity. Like, they're always implanting fear. Always trying to put their fear into your mind. What the frick? Nigga, you know that junk wasn't even on my mind frame? Do you know that junk wasn't even on my mind frame? Cuz, do you know that? Do you know that? That junk wasn't even on my mind frame? I wasn't even thinking about the police. Wasn't even thinking about the police or them looking for me. And do you know how powerful the mind is? Real talk. This is another thing why these narcissism channels, they don't talk about how powerful your mind is. They don't. Or just the mind in general. They don't talk about, do you know how powerful the mind is? So what do you think? Like, you look for something like, you know, what do you think? It's going to get there. It's going to get there, man. It's going to lead up. So you manifest things and whatnot. So, you know, you're trying to put that into my mind frame. Why you think in a show, people say, oh, what could possibly, like in TV shows or movies or whatever, they're like, oh, what could possibly go wrong? And then a piano falls out of nowhere. You asked for it. You asked for it. You asked for it. You say, oh, you hate your life. If you hate your life, that's what you focus on. You focus on the hate. You focus on the negativity. You're going to get that. You're not going to look at things in positivity. Because people say, oh, it's such a rainy day. Yeah, it's a rainy day. The grass is going to be greener now. That's a great thing. It's a rainy day. You don't have to water your garden. Nature's doing it for you. It's easier for you. Every single thing you got to look at it's a benefit. It's an experience in order to benefit you. Wow, you got to be glad at having. Because, like, right now, you know, someone who I guess I consider a so-called friend or whatever, you know, I was just realizing the character. But, you know, we get glimpses and stuff. People show you who they are. Especially glimpses. So, I seen glimpses of it. And one of the things I saw is that, hey, you know, this person right here, they're not really true, you know. And they showed some, you know, lack of accountability for sure, because narcissists don't have that. and sitting there trying to paint a lie, something didn't happen, what really did happen, and just calling me off of somebody else's phone, and they're right next to me, like literally from across from me. You know what I'm saying? And they still wouldn't see me, speak to me in person, or come have a discussion in person. They want to do some type of arguing on the phone and just say miscellaneous things and things that aren't even apparent, and not answer direct questions, and trying to act as if though, oh, I said this over the phone. But when you see me in person, right in front of your peoples, and you couldn't even look me in your eyes. And then when you saw me again, when you took the trash out, you couldn't even look me in your eyes. You couldn't even look me in the eye, bro. You know that. And then, it's another thing too. I'm so glad, on that same note too, with narcissism, a lot of people ask for help. You know what I'm saying? And you may try to help them, but they ask for help. They won't give you all the information. They won't give you information that you need, because if you want to help somebody, you want to help them as you can. So you're gonna need information in order to how to act upon that. And then they're not giving you this information. And sometimes they may be going through even abuse. But since things are so far and it's not necessarily communicated right, you might go out there, in a sense, to try to risk your own safety, whatnot, who doesn't have, someone who doesn't necessarily value yours. How do I say that? Because they don't give you the information, and they give you the right information, and they're not even following such. So with that itself, you got to pull away. You really got to pull away. And that's what I'm explaining that I had to do. That's what I had to do. And that's what I had to do. It's very recent. Very, very recent. You feel me? And some people may say that, oh, dang, it's pretty harsh or whatnot. But, I'm speaking like this because the story in itself is probably could go for over 40 minutes. And I don't feel like, and another thing too is part of this, stuff with narcissism. I think it's great to share our stories. We have to tell our story to strengthen that. You know what I'm saying? But don't just get, just don't get stuck in the story. Don't get, stuck in the story, or just infatuated with it. Because we stuck beyond the point of you as a victor instead of a victim. Because so many people just love to talk about them. Just being woe is me. It's woe is me talent, and just stuck on that, and when you're stuck on that, you're missing out on your point to grow. And trust me, on this channel, we encourage the self-analysis, self-analyzation, searching your childhood and whatnot. And you know what I'm saying? But don't just get stuck until where you're missing out on the point where you're growing. Gotta grow. Whatever happened, things that happened in the past, it's the past. You can't go back in quote unquote time. We talked about time isn't real. Who are you to say the 7 days in a week, 24 hours in a day? Who you say the clock goes back forward and the clock goes back backward 1 hour? Who you say that? You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say that. And as far as, let's get our mind right, because this is our biggest strength, our mind. This is why there's so much abuse to try to negative implementation they try to put into your mind. It's theirs. They're trying to have control over you. They're trying to have control of you because and the things that they hate, and I never really spoke about this as far as specifics, but one thing they hate is that they hate that your admiration. They hate that your admiration. You know what I'm saying? They have admiration for you. They really do. Your character traits that you never give up. You never give up. You know that you never give up. There's been times that you're down, but the fact that you never give up, even down, because when you got back up, you know that. And they said, what the frick? Because they always give up on stuff. They always give up on stuff. Most of the things, except for just being a stalker and toxic things that aren't healthy. But they always give up. They never can hold to. And it's another thing too, they can't hold to the diets. They can't hold to the food. They can't handle the food, especially if we're healthy people. That's why they eat garbage. That's why they stink. That's why they can take a shower and still stink. Oh, guys. They stink. Their insides stink. They don't have the discipline in order to eat healthy foods, healthier foods. They may try to act like it, but they can't stick to it. That's another thing too. My biological father did, because we eat healthy. I'm a health coach. You guys know this. And one of the things, he tried to get our healing in order to heal himself and try to eat like we are. He was literally buying stuff that we bought. And and trying to make it seem like that he started buying it now. Things he would have never got, like kale. This man's never bought kale, never even spoke about kale a day in his life. He's trying to get the fresh fruits and the vegetation and the fruits. He's not even getting the correct ones all the way. And they don't do it correctly. When they try to imitate you, they do not do it correctly. And when he tries to cook like me, he can't slice onions like I have. He can't slice. I just thought it was so easy because I'm just slicing onions. I know how to slice. But he was like, I saw him try to do it. It was like a unprepared surgeon going in to do brain operation. Do I put this needle here? It just came out like that. The shape of the red onions just came out very poor. I was like, wow. And one time when I remember I was fasting, I was going out without eating food. This fool wanted me to make food for him, like prepared food. How you gonna tell somebody who's not eating to make food for you? He's like, nah, man, you do it so right, man. You do it so right. And one time I was just cooking, getting ready to eat, and he would always wait. And he said, oh, I want to watch you do it. And he was just leaning on the wall. I remember leaning on that on the door frame, watching how I do it. That's some weird ass stuff. They try to absorb. They try to become you. It's another thing too, is that when I did prepare food, because there's a lot of times where he didn't even have money to get food for himself, and if it wasn't me, he wouldn't have food, and he didn't prepare anything as well. So when I did get food, anytime I would go to take, he would be sitting in there all day. But then when I go to take my dog out, boom, that's when he gets his ass up to go try to fix food every time. Every freaking time. You know how a little snarky and conniving and sneaky it is? Because he was going to guzzle it all. Eat all the food. He didn't want me to see which food he gets and how much he eats. Like, just shiesty motherfucker. And I knew, because sometimes I go to take my dog and I'll be like, oh, I forgot something. I don't know, maybe I forgot something. So then I came back inside and I see this nigga over here trying to eat food. And I sometimes I'll be looking over. He got his back turned. Shoveling food over his mouth. Just a trifling ass, nasty ass motherfucker. Done ass Negroid. I don't know if I told you. I think I told you when I saw this motherfucker. I think about 3 or 4. Yeah, I think I probably did. 3 or 4 days ago. Probably 4 days ago now. Hey, this Negroid see me. He said, "Oh." And he just went to his room. I was like, coward motherfucker. But I know the narcissists are mad. That's why he sent his ex-wife to harass me. Well, I'm sorry, his current wife. They're still legally married. Pardon. So that's why when I had love, and it didn't work. It didn't freaking work. Yeah, buddy. But yeah. Didn't freaking work. It just shows the strength. What I'm saying, that we have. And as we grow, as we continue to grow, the narcissist wants that. And another thing too is when they imitate you, they never give you credit. Never give you credit for your stuff. Well, with the other narcissist I was talking about, was a friend. One of the things is when I started speaking, he started, I guess, imitating and started laughing and started saying the things that I was saying. It's just how I speak. You guys know how I say. If you guys have been watching these videos, you guys see I say real spit, and I say swear to God. I've been saying that for years, it's just normal to me. And he just immediately started saying that, and I was just like, I didn't think it was anything in particular, but he started implicating that and just started putting it in his daily speech every single time. It's to where he started spreading it and saying to his friends. And I'm not against people that show love, because we show love in here, but it was just kind of weird. It didn't have the right energy to where he started taking it. Oh, and I say facts, just a certain way. And he started taking it and started going with it. I was just like, What the frick? You know, they have really no personality of their own. They try to absorb yours. And really what kind of fooled us, I thought, because this person was young, they wanted some guidance and whatnot. They didn't want guidance. They wanted to steal your energy. Not bounce off and get some type of reciprocity from it, but steal yours. Gotta protect your energy, protect your peace, man. And on another note too, look at my hair, golly, that's so awesome. Look, I got Congos a little bit. It's just twist. I'm gonna have to retwist it. Y'all see it. I like it. I love my hair a lot. Ooh, I'm happy. But yeah, more positivity as we continue to grow, you dig? And I noticed too, is another thing is you start to leave narcissists, you begin to grow more. You begin to expose to more narcissists until you get, you got to lead the whole system. Because the big ones is a lot of them. But they're losers and we're winners. Why do you think they keep trying to attack you, dog? But yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. But if you guys want to book a one-on-one coaching session and a consultation with somebody who's actually been through this, because a lot of therapists, they throw out their names. I got a PhD, I got a diddly-D, and they don't comprehend narcissism. They don't comprehend, or the social workers, whatever. You guys know, talked about my biological mother. She is a narcissist, you know. And when even in school, there are staff who are narcissists. They weren't any help. They weren't any help at all. You want to talk to people who have actually been through it, because you have to go through this. You have to be through this stuff to actually know what you're talking about. You can book a consultation. Send us an email, info@healingthroughinspiration.com with the subject coaching or consultation and pertaining to the subject matter as well. Or you can just DM us on Instagram at healingthroughinspiration. If you're not following us already, go ahead and do that. You know, we got our American apparel, awesome American meaning caps, and you know, American meaning shirts, you know, different kinds. We got our original caps, you know what I'm saying? That's, y'all really been liking that, really appreciate that. Make sure you guys go get that. Yeah, we got two, especially with the C virus, you know what I'm saying? We got you know, these jobs are, you know, these jobs are, you know what I'm saying, cities going on lockdown and whatnot, countries, the whole UK, and it's just like United States going on lockdown. So it's like, you need to start a business. You need to start a business. It's the best reason and best quote unquote time to do so. So we got a link in the description box for a course for you guys to start. If we took it ourselves, I've literally paid coaches myself thousands of dollars for what the price I'm getting for this, all this much value. It is honestly a steal. If you're on the fence, you know, go look. We got videos of us doing it. You know what I'm saying? But just go ahead and check it out, man. You got to do something different to get different results. That's just straight up. But yeah, like I said, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Daily uploads. Peace, love, and light.